Getting Outdoors has been brought to you by CJ's Meats, Rostern, APA Archery, We Are Not the Same, MR Steel Construction, Valley Ford, Hague, Dryshod Waterproof Footwear, Saskatchewan Whitetails. Who doesn't love it or dream about hunting the Saskatchewan rut? For me, it's about more than just the hunt. It's something we think about and work for all year long. Whether it's February and March, and we're out looking for sheds,
Did a little scrapping.
I know which deer that's from.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, is that two? Is that two sitting there?
Let's see what the first one is.
Oh, I know this deer. That's one of the 2-year-old 5x5s. Should be good in a few years. What do we got under here? And the other side. Matching side, right? Side by side on top of each other. It's a small one right now, but he might even only be one. I think he's two though. Give that one about 5 more years and could be exciting. Maintaining mineral sites throughout the year. Summer scouting, or putting large round bales out to help the animals throughout the winter. Whitetails is always something to look forward to, and I knew this year would be no different. It started by getting our food plots out. We were in here a couple days ago, we disked up the soil, and then we got rained on so I couldn't finish. So today we've got this alfalfa seed, and we're gonna put that in. Everybody in Saskatchewan knows if you find an alfalfa field during November, you're gonna find some big bucks. Let's get to planting. With the plots in and bucks showing up on camera, I couldn't wait for the season to come around. Work in kids sports had me extra busy throughout the fall, and I wasn't able to get out at all during archery or muzzleloader seasons. All that did was get me extra excited to get out with my bow during rifle season.
Okay, it is Saturday, November 18th. Early in Saskatchewan's rifle season. It is 8 degrees out Celsius, so it's pretty warm. They aren't really moving around a whole bunch during daylight other than if they're chasing does. I've got the bow out with me today. Anyway, we've had a few good deer coming through this bait, that's why I decided to sit here. There is scrapes, 2 or 3 in this plot and multiple on the property here, so the bucks will be noticing. They'll be coming to check it out. It's just a matter of whether they do it in the day. Hopefully we can get some action for you. Well, first buck of the year. Not a big one, but it's a start.
This segment is brought to you by CJ's Fish Coating, our go-to coating for fish, seafood, pork, and chicken. Day 2 saw no action, but on day 3, the deer were up and moving around early.
is Thursday, November 23rd today. It was cold. It was minus 20 when we woke up this morning, which is quite the change from what we said on Monday when it was plus 8. It's about minus 10 right now. It's supposed to be another cool night. So, with any luck, the deer will be up and on their feet here, coming to feed. I do think right now, with no snow, the mild temperatures that we've been having, sitting in a blind at a bait is probably the worst place you can be to try and anchor a big buck. Now, a week from now, it could be the best, once the rut is winding down and they're trying to replenish themselves. Last sit was pretty good, had 3 different small bucks come in, so we'll see how today goes.
With the temperature cooling down and the buck starting to move, I knew it was just going to be a matter of time before I got an opportunity.
Friday, November 24th. I'm in a different plot today. This is actually the plot where I've shot my biggest deer to date, back in 2016.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
It's only about a mile away from where I have been sitting, but different deer show up here. Last night, a fairly large-bodied 4x4 came in, and maybe we'll be able to get a look at him tonight. Hopefully we'll get some action. Tough to pass, especially with my bow. From trail camera pictures, I said I wasn't going to pass him with my bow. I haven't shot a buck with my bow since 2013. And while this guy wouldn't have scored very good, he's pretty cool. Kind of looked like a Texas deer coming in. That is why I didn't shoot him. If he wouldn't have shown up last night, I would have shot this deer. And I would have been very happy with this deer. Sometimes trail cameras are your best friend. Sometimes they're your worst enemy. I'll find out which one it is this time around.
With new bucks showing up daily, I was excited to see what tomorrow would have in store.
Well, everyone, it is Saturday, November 26th. And yeah, sit, wait. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done.
This segment is brought to you by APA Archery. We are not the same. Work commitments had me away for a few days, but with the buck still chasing does, I was itching to get back into the stand.
Wednesday, November 29th. The season is winding down here in Saskatchewan. We have 4 days left, including today. It's partly cloudy. Wind is picking up. It's out of the northwest, which is perfect for this stand. So you never know. We'll see what the night brings. Nice. Need to get a better look at him though. Deer.
I think I may have made a mistake letting that deer walk.
It is Saturday, December 2nd, the last day of whitetail season in central Saskatchewan. It's been a really slow fall. I've had two deer come in that I really had to think about whether I wanted to shoot them or not. First one was a nice wide 4x4. And then the other one I thought was a young deer, so I passed him up. But he has been on camera since 2020. So I made a mistake on Wednesday. I should have shot that deer. He had me jacked. He'd be my biggest with the bow. Haven't shot one with the bow in 10 years. You never know. It is Saskatchewan. Something magical could come out at any time. I'll quiet down. We'll sit here and hopefully we'll get some action today.
With lots of action throughout the day, my hopes remained high through the dying minutes. I passed up on Wednesday, and I am pretty sure I made a really good shot.
last day, Saskatchewan, really foggy. I knew if he came back I was gonna shoot him. Yeah, nothing like taking it right down to the last minute. I'll go out and check for blood here pretty soon. Pumped! Yes!
This segment is brought to you by CJ's Meats. For all your wild and domestic cut, wrap, and processing, visit CJ's Meats, Rostern. Before the break, Scott made a good shot on a buck he had passed up earlier in the week. Now he just needs to find the arrow and a blood trail to make the recovery.
Ooh, bubbles. Arrow looks good. Perfect, nice pass through shot. Now I know that he went into the bush here, so I'll head that way. Okay, so I know he went through here. Use the camera light to see if we can't find blood. And we got blood right here already. Nice trail of it. Oh yeah. Right there. Oh, tall grass. Where'd he go on this tall grass? Oh, right there, right in front of us. Some good blood here. Nice quick leg. Really nice blood. Good splatter. That Slick Trick Magnum did its job. Go this way. Yeah, right there. Oh, see it on that stick. Whole bunch right here. Whole bunch of blood. Up here. Oh, there he is. There he lies, folks. Okay. I'm gonna get this camera set up good. That's as good as you're gonna see right now, but I'll get the camera set up and give you a bit of a walk up. Well guys, here he is, my 2023 archery whitetail. It's been 10 years since I've shot a deer with my bow. And Wednesday, I passed this guy up. And when I went home, I went over pictures and saw that he was from 2020. I like the width on him, he tips out a bit. Pretty cool rack. Tonight he came in around 5 o'clock. It was pretty foggy out today. He messed around at about 60 yards with that little smaller 4x4 that was in here. And then finally at about 5:15, they moved in. He was standing right towards me, but that little 4x4 just hadn't had enough yet, so they tangled up for a little bit, and then which made him turn broadside, and I settled my pin and made a perfect shot on him. He didn't go 30 yards from where I shot him, so it was an easy recovery. My second animal this year with my APA bow. First one was a Boone and Crockett chocolate colored bear, and I got one heck of a nice Pope and Young whitetail here. I'll get them all tagged up here and we'll be ready to rock.
While I've been able to shoot some pretty good deer over the years, this was only my second buck with my bow, and it had been 10 years since my last bow buck. To be able to make a good shot and have such a short recovery is what every hunter practices and hopes for. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate all of you that watch it. That puts this one to rest on 2023. Closed captioning provided by MR Steel Construction, quality farm and commercial buildings for over 40 years. Getting Outdoors has been brought to you by CJ's Meats, Rostern, APA Archery, We Are Not the Same, MR Steel Construction, Valley Ford, Hague, Dryshod Waterproof Footwear. Don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Getting Outdoors with Scott and Adele.